Howdy folks, welcome back to SnowRunner. We are on the public test server, which means Amur region. And I itches. Given that this won't publish until the 16th and it goes live on the 18th, this will probably be my last public test server episode of this map. I'll pick it up again when it goes live. I know Steam on the 18th is releasing Amur region. If you purchase a season pass from Steam. I would assume, but I don't know this for sure, that it is also going to the live server on Epic. So you don't have to buy the season 2 season pass on Steam to play the Amur region. But Epic won't be producing anything beyond this Amur region. To get anything, to get any new levels, new regions beyond Amur, you have to go over to Steam and buy their season pass. Now, don't quote me, but I think that's the way it'll work. But regardless, we got a couple jobs to do here and we're burning daylight. I have use for both of these trucks, but we're going to start out with this one. The 2 bricks and the concrete slab, they're right up the road. Make sure that's the correct road. Oh, the black banner. If you move it way down to the edge, it's easier to see through. It starts to fade out. So yeah, I can go through the fence, cut over to the asphalt, and go straight up to this intersection and turn left, slog through the mud, and we can get both the concrete slab and the bricks. The game was telling me to come way over here to get these 2 bricks. Yeah, not when I can get them at the same place as the slab. Oh, I need a controller. Need to get my magnifying glass out of the way. I'd show it to you because I made it. Well, hell. I was going to say I already turned off the camera, but hey, try and get it. See the wooden handle? I made the handle on a lathe. I bought the plated parts with the lens as a kit, and then I used a lathe to carve the handle and polish it all up. I did all that shaping. I did all that shaping freehand, just using a tool and the rest on the lathe. There's a plate, it's called a rest. You lay your tool on it. I made, where's the camera? I made the letter opener. It was all kit, but for the wood again. That's kind of the theme with these is you buy the kit and then you come up with your own wood. These are the same kind of wood. It's really pretty, and I'm sure this webcam doesn't do it justice. And then there's things like pens. I made these. This one again, you buy the kit. This one's a clicker. Can't keep it in the camera. This one's a clicker. And this is acrylic. It's plastic basically, but they call it acrylic. It's got a beautiful pattern in it. And this one is what they call a slimline. Again, I did all the woodwork, bought the metal parts as a kit. This one you twist to bring the tip out. And I don't know if you can see, the camera starts to not focus so good. The little tiny grooves to give my fingers a little grip. Did all that freehand. The spacing, I just guessed at the spacing. I just move the tool a little bit, look where it's going to touch, think, oh, that's looks about right. I bet you could measure that, and each one is within a few thousands. But anyways, I could go on for hours about my pens. Here. Oh, see if I can get this. Oh. Okay, not the Sharpie. And there's a couple pencils in here. There's a couple pens I didn't make, but yeah, there's my pens. Let's get the blue one out of there. I have a lot of pens. This is another one I didn't make. Store-bought pens. Look at this big guy. That's called a cigar pen. This one, where's the camera? This one you actually unscrew and it's got the metal tip that you would dip in ink. Only there's an ink cartridge inside here that keeps it fed. As long as you're pointing it down, it'll keep ink going to the tip. That's a that's a big fat guy, and that was not a cheap kit. That's a $75 kit, and then you make the wood. Here's another one of the clickers that has wood instead of acrylic. This one's a twisty pen. You twist it to put the tip outer in, and this one's acrylic. This one's acrylic, and I think you pull it straight up to change the cartridge. Oh, this thing is pretty. Look at the acrylic on this. This is a pencil. It has lead, and it's a pencil. Let me see which way to move it. But look at the colors in that acrylic. Isn't that beautiful? And this cap unscrews, and then you turn it around. Get it up here. You turn it around to sharpen the pencil. You can, with the cap screwed in, you can push it to get more lead out. And once you have the lead sticking out longer, then you can take the cap off and use it to sharpen your pencil, and put the cap on and put your lead back in to where it goes. This one is pretty much exactly the same thing, but with a nice acrylic. Look at the wild colors in that. That's really nice. And I have a third pencil. This one has a square, like hexagon nut shape on the top, which is meant to keep it from rolling off the desk. But this one is a two-piece, a band in the middle. The both ends are wood that I carved on the lathe. And you notice they're all about the same color. They all came from the same piece of wood. Here's another pencil. And this one's wood instead of acrylic. This is just like the acrylic ones. But again, I carved it from the wood. Oh, look at the color in this guy. The bottom part that I'm holding it by comes with the kit. It's plastic. It's a black plastic. Comes as part of the kit. But the acrylic is what I carved on the lathe Look at the colors in that. So cool. I'm so proud of my pens. But at any rate, let me put this mess away and we'll get on with why we're here. Put this big fat guy back in there. I like that. It writes very well. I bumped something and made the camera disappear. I'll have to put it back on. Otherwise, it'll be still running in the background. All right. I didn't mean to go off on pens, but I'll just run the video longer so we still get our stuff done. Happen to be using the magnifying glass for something, so it was laying on the desk in the way of the controller. So that's kind of what got me off on that rant. Now I need some water. I was eating some salty popcorn. By the way, it's 3:30 in the morning. I woke up about 2 hours ago. Couldn't go back to sleep, so I turned on the TV. Started watching Cougarific do his Subnautica Below Zero tutorials. It's this intersection we gotta turn at. He does a wonderful playthrough tutorial, and it's meant to be a tutorial. He's not just like I don't expect to teach you how to play Subnautica Below Zero. I'm just playing the game, and I'm giving out some information as I go. Like, you need to do this to do that. That kind of stuff. I don't expect it to be a tutorial. But that's what Cougar does. If you want to just watch someone play Subnautica Below Zero, watch me. If you want a wonderful tutorial that you could follow in your own gameplay, watch Cougarific. But I think I'm not as good as him about explaining everything. My dementia, I tend to just brush over a lot of information that would be handy to know. I just tend to play the game and don't explain my reasons for doing things as well as I could. But, you know, how I just tend to chatter through a whole video. I kind of do the same thing with Below Zero, although not as much. You know, I don't just... A lot of times in Below Zero, I just swim around gathering minerals or do what I'm doing without a lot of chit chat, unless it's something I think you need to know about. You know, you don't need instructions on how to bash a rock so you can get the titanium from it. Let's see. Ah, screw that. I was thinking about seeing if I could go around and then load. But we're so close to the gate and it's a straight shot. We'll back out. 2 brick and a slab. Wrong button. I do that all the time on like the remote control for the TV. Hit the wrong button. I come back to the TV after being in the kitchen, and instead of hitting play, because I had it on pause, okay, I get up and go to the kitchen, make my sandwich for lunch or whatever. Who cares? I go back, pick up the remote, and turn the fucking TV off instead of hitting play. It's crazy how my brain works or doesn't work. 2 brick and a slab. We can get wooden planks here too. There's a lot of jobs that need planks. Escape, back out, and deliver this shit. Doesn't go very far from here either. Yeah, I used to be out on the lathe making pens all the freaking time. But that just pissed off the ex. We were married at the time, but she always gets a hair up her butt about wanting to do this little hobby project, one thing or another, and then she'll spend 5 minutes on it. No, I've done that. I'm tired of it now. Well, since she's not, I mean, you know, she bought a $500 lathe that she's not using, you know, bought $100 worth of cutting tools for turning the wood. So I went and used it and found that I really enjoyed it. Turning the wood. This goes right there. So I was thinking maybe go around the top with this one, go across the ice and back down. And then the other one, the radar equipment, is at Mateo Point up here. And I've got a job for Mateo Point to give them 1 pallet of fuel. And I've got the Voron Forest Extreme Forest down here with a 4-spot gooseneck on it. So it's at the auxiliary fuel station. So I take the fuel up there and I can go, across the bottom route here for that, get up to Mateo Point, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, deliver the fuel, pick up the radar equipment, and then just come back down the way I went in, and boom, I'm at mission control with the radar equipment. So anyways, let me turn left here and then go across the ice and then down to this road where I can pick up mission control. This is the place I've always gone just straight past. Now we need to go in. Now where's my left? I think I'm not up to it yet. Oh, it's right there. Just automatically hit the handbrake. Look at this mud. Holy bananas. Come on, turn this way. Maybe I should stay on the road. No. Staying on the road just wouldn't get me where I need to go. Although this passage through here is perfectly fine. What you're seeing on the screen right now, this bullshit, that whole freaking passage is like that. This way, you do come out of it around about here, and then this and this is all perfectly fine. So I think I'll stay on this. I'm allowed to change my mind since I got the controller. I forgot when I was talking about ways to get there, I forgot that I've been through there before, and it looks like snow, but it turns into this watery mud mess. There we go, a little low range. Got us right up out of there. Oh, of course. There we go. We are making headway finally. Like I said, this road is okay. The other road is okay. It's a little tiny bit further, but it'll take half the time. Just gotta keep an eye out for our left turn. Or does it just go right into it? No, it's the intersection right here. 114 meters. I do like how you can grab the blue line and move it around, and anywhere you grab it, it'll put a point. But I don't like that if you miss a point, the thing just quits working. I think it should just automatically catch up to you. Just delete the points that you missed and go from there. Like your car's GPS. You know, it's telling you where to go, but maybe you don't want to go that way, so you turn somewhere else. And the GPS will automatically adjust your route. Why can't the waypoints automatically adjust themselves to catch up to your truck? But anyways, this is kind of bad if you don't stay on or near the bridges. Whoops, I didn't mean to. Yeah. See, I didn't catch that bridge right. I thought I might. I didn't catch the wood boards right. I thought I might catch some traction out here. And we're stuck as shit. And that, boys and girls, is what that whole route would have been like. We'd have had to winch ourselves through the whole frickin' thing. It won't let me go up over the edge back onto it. It's like, nope, you missed it. Screw you. Won't let me get back up on this one either. It's just gonna keep that right side down in the muck. Come on. Jump up over there. Finally. You remember what I said. You have to stay on the wood. Don't do as I do, do as I say. Stay on the wood. Because I completely missed that second one there. I got the first one and missed the second one. I thought I might grab some traction, but no. I don't know what time of day it was when we started. I didn't look, but it's getting dark. I think this is my other turn. Yep. We haven't crossed the ice yet. Yeah, I want to just keep following this, and I'll get to the ice. Oh, back to making pens. I started to say what pissed off the wife, now ex-wife, was that I was better at making the pens than she was. I think the reason she quit is that she always did something to screw it up. She'd make a deep nick in the wood, or she wouldn't assemble the pen correctly and have to try to take it back apart. Stuff like that. Or, you know, she'd work 4 hours on making a halfway decent looking pen. I'd spend 2 hours on making a pen that looks better than hers. And that's what pissed her off. And, you know, then it was like, you stole my hobby. Fuck you. She would never say, she would never tell the truth about what was making her upset. It was, she would just make up some bullshit. Whoa. Trailer really cocked over to the side there for some reason. Let's hit these holes. straight on and rumble through them. Rumble, tumble. You know, she was an alcoholic. She'd get every night from like 8 o'clock. She'd send the kids to bed, and that was her cue to start sucking them down. And you know, next day the tile and the ceramic tile in the kitchen would have wine spilled all over it. There'd be wine stains all over the carpet. And she'd say, "What did you do? What did you spill?" I'd say, "That's your wine. You spill, you're so wobbly on your feet that you spill as you walk around the house." And she, "Oh no, I don't." All right. Fuck that. Let's make it daytime. What do you say about that? And we'll do our cargo management. Unload. And it plopped down a building. Mission control. Alright, now we need the radar equipment. We need to park this thing out of the way. I'm going to bring a different truck in here. Ooh, it missed. Let's keep it going. No. Wow. Write that one down in the record books. Let's see, I can leave it up here, I think. Because I'm coming up from the bottom. Alright. Close enough. If I need to move it, that's easy enough to do. Yeah, I probably will need to move it. Unless I go around. But anyways, we gotta go over here. We need to switch to Mateo Point. And then pick up our 1 fuel. I mean, hardly seems worth the trip. 1 fuel. I think I'll bring it forward and then see if I can back across. Not sure how much forward room I got. That should be perfect. Then I can just make the swing for the gate. Or go out the gate in front of me, whatever. But one fuel. Wow. That's a load that does not pay to even make the trip. Alright, there's a gate on the side. Well, no, let's use this gate. Let's use this gate. Those cars are there. But if we try to make the turn onto the tracks, those gate arms are going to be in the way. They pretty much made damn sure you can't use the tracks. And I don't want to do that either. I want to turn here. Go down this hill. Cross the bridges. What is this thing offering me? Probably one fuel. And it just says yeah, sure. There's one fuel on the small scout flatbed. Well, too late. I already loaded my fuel. So close to town storage there, but don't need it right this trip. Oh, this. We have to go around this through the snow. It's very tight and it's very leany, meaning it makes the truck lean one direction or the other too much, and then you tip it over. Oh yeah, swing around. Now this is just, it was already here. If I had access to a dev tools menu on this map, I would leave that gooseneck here and put one of those little tandem axle 2-spot military trailers on this thing. But like I say, as far as equipment, I'm just grabbing what was there. This and the Kraz were both at the same place. I use the Kraz for the one thing and I'm using this for the other. So I don't have to take the Kraz all the way back down there. No return trip necessary. Now on this, we'll have to do both directions. But I'm clearing up 2 jobs. I had a bunch of Kennys on this map. You know, those, I could put that one pallet right in the back end. But when I logged on, the Kenny was one of 7 updates. It was way back in the queue. The one that was downloading was almost a gigabyte in file size. So nothing else would even start until that was done. And then who knows where the Kenny is in the queue as far as the 7 that need to update. So I just said, screw this. I can get by without the Kenny. And I started the game. Where's this one to the right go? Oh, down to Misadventure. And then back to the auxiliary fuel storage. That's the one I was thinking about taking and decided not to. And why is it saying go back? I suppose I missed a waypoint because see, perfect example of what I was bitching about before. Missed one waypoint because I pulled into the fuel station. So that tells me I gotta go back and get that waypoint. Ridiculous. Why can't the game just continue to give me good directions? It knows that I put more waypoints further down the road, so I obviously want to go that way. So just move up the missed one or delete it and go on with showing me the route. But I suppose they got more important things to do, like making mud that's impossible to get through. Figuring out where to put obstacles. to make your life harder. Anyways, think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Do, 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 do. I'm thinking happy thoughts that I can't really share with you. Wouldn't mind if this thing moved along a little quicker. I mean, it's getting there. It made it through the mud once I clutched it down to first. It was just sitting there spinning the wheels in third. When I hit first, then it went through. Suppose, well, let's try some high. Yeah, and then we're gonna get into some deep mud, and high's just gonna spin the tires too much. Their low is just walking it right through. I'm gonna have to leave this 4-spot gooseneck way the hell up here at Mateo Point. Put it in low plus, and it's keeping a steady speed through this. We're finally getting to the bridges. That's a terrible road, and you have to use it all the time because you can't get across the railroad bridge. Whoa. Hit automatic and it took off in a direction I really didn't want it to go. Steering's kind of all over the place anyways. Say, what would you guys... You can leave your thoughts in the comments, but what would you guys think about I think it's called Patron. I don't. The I guess what I'm getting at is I could sign up for Patron, and then you guys could donate by becoming a patron and purchasing a monthly subscription for like $3 or $4. There's different levels, I think. I could be totally mistaken about the amount. Maybe it's $5. I don't know. I hate to even bring it up, but I don't, YouTube doesn't give me a penny for this. And I do have expenses, the monthly internet that I pay for. Besides using the Wi-Fi hotspot, which goes down the toilet after 100 gigabytes. When it reset for May, I got 2 days of downloading videos out of it before it went down the shitter. I mean, the speed went down the shitter. So I pay for the extra internet connection, but it's only 8 meg per second. It would cost a lot more money to get anything faster. And along the way I've had to buy a new controller and a headset, and I put a lot of my time into the game. And the only reason I even thought of it is because I watched this YouTuber called The Mighty Jingles, and he puts up, he has a Patreon account, and he also uploads his videos to another channel called Floatplane, where you pay like $3 a month to watch, $3 or $4 a month to watch his videos, but you get everything. They're not edited for YouTube. YouTube puts, won't let you have any music in it and shit like that. Where on Floatplane, you can put up whatever you want. They don't care if you have music in it. But that's what made me think about Patron. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I started this just to, show people what I'm doing. Maybe somebody could learn something from watching my videos. Maybe they figure out where to go to find all the seismic vibrator locations. Or maybe I can show them where to get upgrades or, whatever. Or show them what not to do when I go off a bridge and tip the truck over. Or like going around that section we just went around back there. If a person didn't know any better, they would just pull up there and tip the truck over. Is this gonna hold? Yeah, it will. Alright. And we'll lay on the throttle and try and get up this hill. And I'm gonna have to let go of it. No, not winch connected. I'm gonna have to grab a different winch point. And there's a tree growing right out of the middle of the road that's underneath me. There's another bush there that's gonna be a pain in the ass. I was eating some salty popcorn when I was watching videos a couple hours ago, and I'm thirsty as hell. I'm gonna have to get a different winch point again. I need to turn left, go up this way. There was something up here. I remember going up this hill to grab something. But regardless, I need to go this way. Up through there. What the hell do I latch on to for that? Not a damn thing. Well, let's see if I can grab some traction. Hell no. If I can get a couple more feet out of this. And then maybe get into the snow over here. Problem is, the rocks are all covered in ice. And then I'm trying to get this trailer around all the corners. Maybe I can reach a winch point now. Find something that'll hold. I have no spare fuel on this thing. Come on, baby. You need a little lower gear. Little higher gear. Oh, come on. Stop screwing up the camera. No. What she needs is another winch point. Come on. It's not gonna work. If that held, it'd be perfect. Nope. So this shit is too far off to the side of the trail and probably won't hold. That's what I was on, and it was trying to tip me over. This is what I was on before. Well, that was enough. Get me over that little hump. Come on, truck. Oh, there's a bush messing with me. Can I get that tree straight out in front of me? Hell no. I got nothing but this thing. But that's gonna break off. Yep. That's holding. It's not perfect, but I'm getting some movement. That's the one I wanted. This thing's gonna take 2 days to upload it. Alright, yeah, just keep going. Would have been nice not to have to pull the trailer up here. Just put the barrels on the truck, but the truck's not set up for that. To set up a truck that way, I would have to, look at it pulling a wheelie. I would have to go to the garage and change around the way the truck is set up. There's gonna be nothing up here. And then it's out of fuel. All right. Where's the garage? What's this? No. Well, the Apache could carry fuel, but I'm not sure it could pull it through that tight spot in the rocks. There we go. Deploy, escape. Whoops, I didn't mean to leave the garage, dang it. I meant to hit customize, frame add-ons, large maintenance frame. And then blow this popsicle stand. Actually, just putting a crane on it, I could do that. I could just put a crane on it, and that would give me sufficient points. And then I could I'm thinking then I could pull the trailer back with the crashed bars instead of this Voron that goes so slow. Yeah, I'm gonna change my mind about how this is set up. Stronger RU crane for $75. And look at it, 2,000 repair points, 1,200 fuel, 8 spare wheels. And I'll put the obligatory high saddle on it. This other high saddle is proprietary to one specific trailer. And I don't think I could even tell you what. Looks kind of neat with a fuel tank and a high saddle. But this gives us repair points and fuel. Now we're ready to go. I don't like the looks of this. I'll go out and around and get on this. It's a long ways to get up there too. That's why jobs take so long on this map. There's the point where you start going up the hill. Now we're here, where the truck is out of gas. All this to get one fuel up there, but that's not really correct, because it's not about just one fuel. It's about bringing the radar trailer back down and completing that job. I wouldn't even be going up there if I didn't have to go up there for the radar trailer. Wow. Just made it. Fifth gear, she slid right off the road. Oh, we're damn near to the gateway. Before we can get on the road that goes up to Mateo Point. Can you imagine trying to do those block jobs, block alpha, block beta, and block gamma? How long that would take? I mean, you'd be doing that shit for days. As long as it... Look how long it's taken me to try and get one pallet of fuel up to Mateo Point. Imagine crisscrossing the map a dozen times to bring in all the different material for those block jobs. Mind-boggling. That Voron wouldn't have made it over that. Would have had to tow it. And see, it doesn't matter which end you come in from. You're screwed either way. It was still spinning the tires at a pretty good clip, pretty good rate in regular low range. Low minus, it's just crawling along without spinning. Here's another one of those icy hills. Can you imagine if you got on a toboggan or a sled at the top of this and started down? I bet you hit about 60 by the time you got to the bottom. If you survived. The house I grew up in, Invert Grove Heights, Minnesota. was on a steep hill towards the bottom of it, but I'd take a wagon. In the winter, I could do it with a sled. In the summer, I'd use a wagon. I'd take it to the top of the hill and ride back down in the wagon. I'm not sure if I'm close enough. Right past the house, you either had to make a hairpin left or a fairly sharp right. If you went to the right, the road flattened out. If you went to the left, you went around that hairpin corner, and then the road kept going down another steep hill. And it eventually flattened out about half a block before the main road called Concord Street. Lived in Minnesota for, I don't know, 43 years, 45 years, something like that. There was a couple stints where I moved. I spent 6 months in Arizona once, and I spent 6 months in Charlotte, North Carolina once. While I was driving truck, that's where the job was. Which just all of a sudden got really dark. Alright, it's got fuel. Now let's pull it up the hill out of that wedge in the rocks. Oh, it was in low. Let's see, turn on engine. They just dragged that sucker through. I'll let go of it, and I'll go this way. Shut it off, and hop back over to that truck. No. Change truck. Now that I pulled the weak sucker. I like this truck. I don't like the lack of power or traction. You saw the Kras Chabors climb that ice-covered rock where this thing had to be pulled all the way up. One fuel available. I'll spin this around because we're completing a job. Yay! Let's get it out of the way and use the Kras. Oh, brake wasn't done in the first place. Why won't it back up straight? Close enough. Change truck. Grab Jabors. Let's grab a radar trailer. Do 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 do. Well, we're coming up on hour 40. This is gonna be at least 2 hours. Oh well. Don't spin all the way around like that. I want you over here. That's good enough. Let's put a rope on it and pull it out of there, and then make sure I can hook it up. Ah, that's good. Now it's open functions. Attached trailer. Awesome. Put the right job on. Back to ground control. And down to mission control. So just down the hill with an even bigger truck than the Voron. I did intend to deliver this with the Voron, but seeing as I had to bring a Kraz Chabars up there to get the Voron out of trouble, screw it, I'll use the Kraz. And I don't care that this is running long, given it's the last public test server video that I'll probably ever make. I don't see Epic Games doing any more public test server shit after this. because their contract is up. They're working for Steam now. Their contract with Epic is done. Or it will be in a few days. Whoa, baby. Dang. Oh, I put waypoints to go around. And then I went straight up anyways. But this truck can handle it. I've run other... stop that. I've run other trucks through there, and besides barely making it, they get too much lean and tip over. So you have to kind of run up a rock on one side but not the other. You can see that part was nothing compared to the rest of it. I must have marked this out wrong, because I don't remember running up tracks to get up there. This is taking me to the bridge that we can't get across. The road's over there on my left, where those power poles are. There's a crossing here. I have to take it out of high. It's telling me to go that way. What is this doing? Oh, duh. It's because I'm not going back across the river. I'm going up to mission control. Jeez. Jeez Louise. My brain don't work. Whoa, that was a big rock. There was a couple moments back there where it looked like I was going to be dragging that trailer on its side. But it can't go all the way over unless the truck goes over too, because it's attached to the pintle. Well, who the hell left a truck right across the road? What a dummy. Can't imagine who would have done that. There is one more job I was thinking about doing, but it's not anything important. It's not access to location or anything. It's just pulling 3 separate sideboard or side curtain trailers all to the same location, way down in the town at the southeast corner of the map. But the trailers, you got to pick them up from all over the place. So that would add another 45 minutes. I'm not doing that. I'm at an hour 48. Completed 2 jobs. And this one had 2 stages. And you've seen the mess with Mateo Point. Trying to get the Voron up there. Look how quickly the Kraz got that trailer down here from Mateo Point versus how long it took the Voron to get the fuel up the hill. Holy smokes. Well, let's get this done. Where's my... Where's my X marks the spot? It's acting like this is the wrong equipment. It shows this kind of a trailer on the screen. Delivered to mission control, radar equipment. It shows I have the correct trailer. So what the hell? There's the arrow. There's nothing about delivering it. We've got to get the trailer in there. There's still nothing. Well, that's a perfect way to end a Amur region public test server with a glitch, with a glitched out job that won't finish. As soon as I pull in, the arrow goes away. Me? I have the right shit. The right stuff. That was a good movie. I'm not going to hit restart because that would put the trailer back up on top the hill at Mateo Point. So I guess we unhook the bitch and leave it here and call it quits. I don't get it. It's broken. The job is broken. Well, there you go. That's how we end the Amur region public test server videos with a broken job. And that is perfect because that basically is how the whole public test has gone. Glitches, bugs, jobs that don't work. It's just normal. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the live server. Or maybe some Subnautica. Thanks for watching. See you next time.